All right, we are doing a Q&A. Who was a better roommate, Harry or Lux? Do you know what? Lux just, I don't know. I actually couldn't tell you. Honestly, I was the worst roommate, I would say, for multiple reasons. I wouldn't say neither of them were bad roommates. Lux very much kept to himself, did his own thing. Yeah, it was just like, I'm sorry to give you a bit of a crap answer there. I'd say me. Next cook-off video. Never. Never unless I get paid a bag. Let that be known, people. Do not get your hopes up. Feel free to unsubscribe if that's what you're after, because it ain't ever fucking coming. Who wins the Kingpin event? Now, this one for me, I got back my boy Gib, but I genuinely believe he is the best boxer on that card. But that's not to say the road to get there is not gonna be difficult. I think it's not gonna be plain sailing, but I think that's why these tournaments are sick, is because if you win it, like, you really are fucking good. Do you know what I mean? You've had to beat a few people, and no doubt they're gonna be good people too to win that thing. What F1 team do you support? Look, I'm a Mercedes fan, but my loyalty can be bought. Put it that way, okay? So, you know, wherever the money is, I am. Sport you wish you were a pro at. What would be the best sport to be a pro at? Money, gotta be good. Ideally, you don't wanna have to work that hard or like train that hard. What's the sport to be pro at? What's the best sport to be pro at? Golf? Being a pro golf? No, because if you don't perform and you don't make the cut, you don't get paid. So there's lots of pro golfers out there that earn fuck all. But a tennis player, lots of effort and lots of training. Ping pong, there's nothing cool about being a pro ping pong player. Yeah, I'm not sure I want to dedicate my life to a party trick. Pro darts player isn't a bad shout, you know. Yeah, just drink. I'll go with being a pro darts player. Good choice. Would you rather get £1 million on the spot or business advice from the 5 richest people? All right, if I got to keep the 5 richest people's phone number and I would then become friends with them, sign me up for that. But for the most part, I just take £1 million on the spot because, like, let's be honest, actually, the 5 richest people in the world, a lot of it is just generational wealth, okay? Like, the people that you think are the top 5 richest people in the world are definitely not actually the top 5 richest people in the world. Like, if I was to get advice from Elon Musk, I just think advice can only take you so far. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, if Elon Musk is, you know, he can't tell me how to grow a fucking podcast business. But he can give me like little bits of nuggets, but I feel like you could just get that anywhere. I don't think it needs to come from the top 5 richest people. So yeah, I'll take the £1 million. I'd love for you to do a custom car video with an old BMW E30 or something. I would love to do that as well. I've actually spoken about doing some sort of car video project thing on this second channel actually, because I think it would be sick. And I do love the BMW E30. Someone I know actually recently bought one and it looks unreal and they're like restoring it right now. It looks sick. George Baggs asked, what's the end goal for the Fellas Pod? There is no end goal, and I quite like that. I don't think there should be an end goal. The end goal really is just to do it until me and Chip don't really want to do it anymore, or we don't enjoy it anymore. Or the vibes just aren't the same as they are. So yeah, I don't think there needs to be an end goal. One of the goals that we had doing Fellas Podcast was to create Fellas Studios and make other podcasts, and so far, so good, which is pretty awesome. So yeah. Is it true you and Faith are cousins? That is facts. Who would you get in the ring with? Who could I beat the fuck out of? Who could I scrap and be sure to win? Theo Baker. Theo Baker in no world would ever beat me in a scrap. Just not possible. If you swap bodies with Chip for a day and only you knew, would you pork his missus? No, I would not. That is one of the weirdest questions I've ever been asked. Has there been a moment in your life where you've gone, oh shit, I've fucked up? Yes, many moments. It usually is after a night out and I'm spewing up into the toilet bowl and I just think, fuck. Like, it's gonna be one of those days. How many dicks would you have to suck to save JJ's life if he was in danger? This is a crazy question. How many dicks would I suck to save a close friend of mine's life? The thing is, if you're gonna suck one dick, then you might as well suck like 5 or 10 dicks, right? Because like, a dick is a dick. Once you sucked one, you've sucked one. Like, no one's gonna say like, oh bro, you sucked one dick. Like, that's all right, but whoa, you sucked 2? That's too far. Like,
what do you mean by that?
I don't know if I would like to ask him that question first, like how many dicks would he suck to save my life, and then based off that answer, I'd give him his answer. Children, question mark? Nope, I'm personally not into them, but there are people in prison that seem to be. Am I single? No, I am not single. I have a girlfriend and have had a girlfriend. How many centimeters are you packing? Let's be real here. First of all, I don't know anybody that measures cock sizes in centimeters. And that might be saying a little bit more about you than anything else, truthfully. I'm more of an inches man. The centimeters, it can't be looking too good for you, Alex. Do you actually like the Sidemen? Yes. I've known them for, well, since it's existed really. So yeah, I do like my close friends, funnily enough. England or America? Look, I've been to both. I would say England. I feel safer here. I like America though. I think, seriously, if I lived in America, I'm not too sure I would even have a passport. You can get everything you could possibly want in the world in one country, which I think is just one of the most amazing things ever. But the humor is slightly different, and I just feel like I wouldn't want to raise a child there in case they get shot in science class. I just feel like that's a pretty reasonable explanation. What's your favorite and least favorite holiday you've ever been on? I'm gonna have to say going to the Maldives was probably my favorite ever holiday. That place is literally like heaven on earth. It's one of the few places in the world where it genuinely is better in person than it is on any photo, any video, anything anyone can ever show you. So I would highly recommend. I understand it's absolutely outrageously expensive, but there are definitely resorts out there that are a lot more affordable than they used to be. So that's probably my favorite one. My least favorite one? My least favorite holiday. Probably the latest Sidemen road trip. That was brutal. In that little fucking shit can that they had me driving around. Where even were we? We were in Germany? Switzerland, I think. Yeah, it's terrible. What's your golf handicap? Look, it's probably between 16 and 18. I don't have like a legit one, but it's around there, and it depends on the day. And someone else has asked if I've ever been pegged, and the answer is no. I feel like once I've hit the age of 50, I'll be open to literally anything because life is just almost ending. So yeah, that's fine. But right now I'm more than happy just not having a cock shoved in my ass. Hi. If you were to let any of the troops smash you to save your own life, who would it be? Jesus Christ, these are some pretty hard-hitting questions. These are the deep questions we were after. Out of all the troops, who would I don't know why, but I genuinely feel as though Calix has a tiny cock, but I don't know if that's true or not. So if he does have a tiny cock, I'd like him to smash my back doors, whatever. Review Indian food, please. You know what? I do want to do like a takeaway review. Let me tell you, Indian food is unbelievable. It is so good. And it is so clear of Chinese food as well. Like a Chinese just doesn't come near the levels of an Indian. And I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. Would you want to start a YouTuber group like the Sidemen? No, I love making videos with friends and the boys, but honestly, you gotta put all your time and effort into it. Look at Beta Squad, look at Sidemen. You know, it has to be your main focus, and I just don't think I can commit to that, but those guys are smashing it. Do you still wear your high-end watches? No, not really.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Well, that's not true. I do wear them, but only rarely and only if there's like a particular event that I'm going to. Mainly, I'll never wear it just out and about. And the main reason for that is because London is not a safe place to be wearing expensive stuff. It's sad, but unfortunately, it is the truth. What is my net worth? Let's have a little look at Google, see what it says. Should we have a look? Cal Freezy net worth. It used to say like 1.2 million or something. I don't know if that's changed. Oh, I think it's gone down. Oh dear. Oh no, I've lost money. Has it? Has it gone down? It says around $1 million here. Oh, okay. And this one says I have a net worth of $274,000. All right. Oh, it's only based on YouTube advertising revenue. And they say that I earn an estimated $68,000 a year. Okay, let's see, what other ones are there here? January 2023, this is relatively new. They reckon my net worth is 2.4 million. Look, we have a lot of different sources here. One said 280K, this has got 2.4 million. They've got the picture of me. Oh, that's the first car I had, the one I nicked off Harry. Fair enough, man. Look, there's lots of different ones. Oh my gosh. This one here says he has earned over $1 million in prize money from FIFA tournaments. Sorry, I don't think I've earned a penny off of a FIFA tournament. That's a lie, actually. Once I earned, I think it was $4,000 off of a FIFA tournament. So have that. But yeah, I'm not too sure. Let's see what KSI's net worth. They reckon it's $25 million in 2021. So it's got to be way more than that now. But I mean, yeah, they're not even like you want to add Prime into that, and Lord knows that is way off. Why didn't you come to Perth, Australia with Chip? Truthfully, it was just a really long flight and we were already there for like 10 days. So we had to split up those 10 days into a bit of a road trip and 3 cities. So we just didn't have the time, but I would happily go back to Australia. It would be absolutely amazing. My biggest accomplishment, I'm not too sure. I would say the Fellas podcast is a pretty awesome accomplishment. I would say the Fellas Studios is, but then ultimately I just think my YouTube channel in general is a pretty amazing accomplishment. Some of the videos we made, especially last year, were awesome. So yeah, man, there's a lot to be proud of. Future dream guest for the Fellas. I want Theo Von. Theo Von is a must-have on the Fellas at some point. I need it. You look like a rat. Shut up, giraffe neck. Your mum sells match attacks. What's the worst video you've asked to be in? I actually don't know the answer to that. I've been in so many shit videos. Some were my own, some were other people's. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Calix has a funny one coming out. It wasn't the worst to be in, but it was just like, I was stood there going, what the fuck is this? But it's not out yet, so I'll wait for that. The worst video. I don't know, man, I don't know. Favorite venue you visited in Australia? I'm assuming they're just talking about like the favorite place I went to in Australia. I love Sydney. That for me was just, that place is beautiful. Could easily see myself living there. I didn't really get the chance to properly check out Melbourne the way I wanted to. Honestly, we didn't have the chance to check out most places when we were there because every single day there was something going on. And so we just didn't get the chance to chill and enjoy the place. But that's fine. That is what it is. It just means I need to go back there. Look, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up there. There was some very interesting questions and more importantly, some very interesting comments made about me. So thank you very much for that. Guys, if you don't already, follow my Instagram where I did this, which is just Cal Freezy. Check it out, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.